In this video, we will look at crypto leverage trading on Binance and MEXC Global. What are the differences, and which one is eventually better? We will go through all of these different categories. First of all, you can find the sign-up links for both of these platforms down in the video description. And with these links, you will always get the best sign-up bonus possible. Let's jump right into it. First, we're going to check when the platforms launched. You can see, Binance launched in 2017, MEXC 1 year later in 2018. So both of these platforms have quite a bit of experience. You can say next, let's check the number of markets. And you can see both of these platforms pretty much have exactly the same amount of coins. Next, let's check the KIC limits. I divided them by without any KIC. Then a verification with your ID, and an additional proof of your residence. You can see the limits on MEXC Global are much higher. So if it's important to you to trade anonymously, and without having to provide any personal information, I would highly recommend you MEXC Global, because as you can see, without any verification, you can withdraw 20 Bitcoins daily, and also the other limits is actually very convenient to use it without any KYC. On the other hand, Binance, you would have to provide much more details in order to fully use the platform. Next, let's check out the layout and features on these two trading platforms. Let's start off with Binance. Binance Futures has an absolutely very stable and professional layout. You will definitely get everything you need overall. Binance in general can be a bit complicated because it has so much that it offers design-wise. It's pretty average. You get everything you need. Setting a take profit and stop loss is also really nice and organized. Some visual indicators in the chart might be missing, but overall, there's not much to complain. Unfortunately, Binance Futures is not available in all countries. For example, many countries in Europe such as Italy, Netherlands, or Germany are banned from futures trading on Binance. So check first if it's available in your country. I personally enjoy the layout of Binance and I would give it 4.5 stars. Only downside is maybe that Binance is not available in all countries. For example, Germany or also Italy. You cannot use the futures trading feature in there. And MEXC Global is pretty much available in almost any country. Let's check out the layout of MEXC as well. Functionality wise, there's definitely nothing missing. When opening a position, you can directly set your take profit and stop loss, and directly see how much profit or loss you will make. And if you change your leverage after that, you can directly see how it changes your profit and loss from your take profit and stop loss. When you open your position, as always, you can see down here all the information you need. You can see your take profit and stop loss here, and also edit them at any time. And when closing your position, you can also choose how much % you want to close, and therefore take out only, for example, half of your position out. I would give it a 5-star rating for MEXC Global. The layout lately got even a bit more modern, so I really enjoy it, and therefore give it 5 stars. Of course, this is always a matter of preference, and it's just my personal opinion. Next, let's check out the order fees that you always have to pay when opening and closing a position. First, let's look at the maker fee that you always have to pay when using a limit order. You can see Binance has a fee of 0.2% on an MEXC Global. You actually have to pay 0%, so no fee at all for maker fees. The taker fee, on the other hand, you always have to pay when using a market order. On Binance, you have a 0.5% fee, and on MEXC Global at 0.1% fee. So much lower on MEXC here as well. Sometimes the fees on MEXC Global can go a little bit higher to 0.2%. But still, these fees, I can tell you, are by far the lowest fees for crypto leverage trading on the market. So if you're trading higher volumes and fees are important to you, I would highly recommend you to check out MEXC Global. Let's also check out the withdrawal fees I just made. A normal Bitcoin withdrawal here. To test the fees you can see on Binance, we would have to pay currently a 0.2 Bitcoin fee, and on MEXC Global, the exact same. So no difference here at all. Of course, at any time you can also withdraw. For example, us do TAA with the Tron network, and we would only have to pay $1 for both of these platforms. But, as you can see also on Bitcoin withdrawals, there's no difference between these two. Lastly, I also have a special sign-up bonus for you. On Binance you can get a 20% discount on all trading fees, and on MEXC Global you can get up to $1,000 of sign-up bonus. You can find the links to both of these platforms down in the video description. If you're not sure yet which one you prefer, I would recommend you to just sign up on both of these. Maybe play around with a demo account, and then decide which one you prefer. If you need a tutorial about demo trading, or just general tutorials on these platforms, you can find these videos on my channel. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them in the comments.